Thanks for coming back to the channel. This your girl SJ here, and it's shoe time. Yep, just because you got one of these shoe closets doesn't make it easy to store shoes. Sometimes they get a little dusty because I got an older house and they just look really unneat. So I'm going to go get something to replace them. We are going to be going to the Container Store. This store is located in Overland Park, Kansas. And I was told that if you're looking for anything that needs storage, that container-wise, this is the store to go to. So I have decided to go here, and boy was I in for a surprise and a treat at the same time. As I head into the store, I see that Elfa has a 25% off. Well, I learned in the store that Elfa is the ones that do the closets. So I go in to the left and I see baskets, and I'm looking at this side and I'm like, you know what? This might be the exit. So what I'm going to do is go back on the other side. And the reason being is because most times you go in the store, you go right. And I just happen to choose left, but this time I'm going to go right. And this store has everything. It's big, just coming in the door, and look straight ahead, my DIY project. I'm looking for shoe boxes, and so these are the first shoe boxes that I come to. They have the lids on top, and you go in them that way. Well, I don't want the ones with the lids on top. I want the one with has the front-facing folds toward you. And these is like a case of 20 for $33, and I'm like, don't these look like Tupperware? You know, I could probably go to the dollar store and get these if this is what I really wanted. This is not what I was expecting. Yeah, you do get a deal if you do the case. There's a case of 10 of those. That's the men ones. And then it has sweater boxes. $9.99. That's one. How many of us got more than 2 pairs of shoes? Because I know I do. And that right there would cost me entirely too much. But then I look over here. Oh my gosh. Here are the hangers. Okay? Y'all know I just did a DIY project on my closet. I could have just actually came here, seen everything I wanted, and then I could compare the prices here with the Amazon prices. And look at the prices. And look at, there's those clippy things too. Yeah. This was just, oh my God. There was such a big selection. Most of these hangers only like 32 cents. That's good. I guess it depends on how many you actually need. There were so many hangers and containers to choose from. I could spend a whole haul on doing just showing you what was in this store, but I am going to complete my DIY project and show you what shoe boxes I end up getting. Oh, but let me show you this. These are the drawer dividers that they had, so you can make more room in your drawers, like separating your panties and socks or whatever. And these things are pretty pricey, $16 for just one. And how many drawers you usually have? But they had some dividers there that you could actually put into the drawer. I came up with an idea that I'm going to use from the Dollar Tree that I will be doing a DIY on how to separate those clothes. We'll see what happens. Here are the shoe boxes. The women's and the men's. And they're by the cases. So the women's are $7.99 and they are more shorter. As you can see, they still are clear. And of course they open up, click, and you can stick them in there. They were $7.99, and of course you get a case price discount if you get 6 of them. Now here are the men's. They were a little bit longer, a little bit taller, but you see it just opened right up. It wasn't a clippy, as if they were not kind of secure, but they were $9.99. And of course you get the case discount if you get at least 6. 6 is considered the case. Now, I'm going to run through here and show you me putting shoes in here. I'm in the store trying these things out. So this is the women's box, and I try to put my shoes in there. I think the size is about 7 in women's right there. And so they kind of fit really snug. Didn't want to fit, but like I said, when that little door comes up, it's a lot more secure. You still can see through it, but I felt more secure with that door. It felt like it was going to last for a while. So I took it over to the men's side and tried them. See how easy the door opened? And there was a lot more room, but at the same time, it's only this much more room in here. And of course, none of my shoes are going to be any bigger than that. Of course, I do have some boots. I even went to another section of the store, found some more containers, trying to find another way to save money. I did not want to pay $7.99 for those boxes. And so I seen these colors, I tried those. I didn't get what I really wanted. And I even tried these slider bins, which I knew they sell them at Dollar Tree, and seeing if they would work for me. But what ended up happening is that after all of this, the lady told me about POP. They had a POP program, and if you sign up, you would get 15%, and you would possibly be able to use it today. Show you what I end up doing with my shoes. I had to show you this. They have the makeup stuff in here where we put our accessories together and you could make your makeup organizers. They had it right here. Now, they weren't $1, but they had so many to choose from, a little bit bigger, like the taller lipstick container holders and the other things you use these things for, but they had it here right in the container store. So definitely you can check this out if you want the bigger ones. And of course they were more sturdier as well. All right, you guys, this is the space that I'm going to be working with. These are my boxes of containers, and of course I had some shoes from a shoe haul, and basically that's probably a good 3 feet that I'm going to make this try to work. All right, so I did stack them in order, or should I say I did 4 across, 3 top. That's 12 boxes. And now I'm going to show you what kind of shoes will actually fit in here. They did have the women kind, which is what I got, but they also had the men's kinds that were a bit longer and a teeny bit taller. The difference between the two to me is this. I could click that. Do you hear me have to click it? Whereas the men's, it just kind of pulled right on open. Now, I didn't like that. I wanted at least some click in there to know that it was in there. Let's get started getting those shoes in there. I had those white shoes I had to try to stick in there. There was different ways that you could put them in there. I just was basically wanting to stick them in there just to video purposes so you can see what it was. Those particular shoes did still have the little white container in it that holds the shape, so definitely you see they fit, and there was still room to turn them different ways. That's just the way that I end up picking. As long as they were in the cases, that was the main thing that was my concern, because over there on my wood shelf for the shoes, they seem to get dusty, especially if I'm working in my favorite. Look at the sexies. Yep, I was able to get those in there. Now, of course, all those shoes from that shoe haul was a 7.5, so that lets you know it does fit. It just depends on how you wanted to put them in there. Like I said, my purpose was to get them from not being dusty, because I didn't wear them every single day. Okay, so you remember these shoes here? Right, 99 cents. They came from that chic shoes haul that I did. Yep, they fit there too. I put them in there, laying down and one laying up. But the good thing about this, like I said, is that I can see. And yep, I had a little camera issue there, so wiggle woggle. Wait till I get there. Whoop, whoop. And continually putting on shoes in there. Now, I didn't put all of my shoes in here because definitely I still use my shoe rack. But I did put majority of them in there that I didn't want to get dusty. So basically, it was just a matter of deciding which shoes were going to go in there. And a lot of the heels and, of course, the tennis shoes went in there with no problem. And then when it comes down to the boots, they'll go in there too, because the store did have a pair in there, and I tried those, and they worked, as well as my blue jeans ones. They work as well. Now, one thing I did meant to say is that Amazon also had a 12-pack of shoe containers that flip forward to let your shoes out like these, except the only difference is they were supposedly the plastic that you put together. And because they were coming from overseas, I was a little concerned of if they would be the heavy-duty plastic. So that is the real reason I end up having to go to the container store, because I didn't want to get something that I couldn't see and then have to deal with the hassle of having to bring it back. So, as you can see, all my shoes are working out pretty good. I didn't think they were going to work out when I was putting in those tennis shoes, but look at it. Everything with the heel is going in there with no problems. Yeah, they have a little slant to them, but at least I know they're protected from the debris, and all I have to do is slide the door open toward me to get them out. So I'm going to finish putting the rest of these shoes in there. Please take time out and let me know what you think about the DIY organizing my shoes using the Container Store products. Alright, again, this is your girl SJ with real beauty, real food, and real life. Thanks for watching.